Good evening, everybody. I'm coming to you live from North Olmsted, Ohio, in our hotel room, kind of in the kitchen slash office. It's weird. But I was going to do this nice Facebook Live post outside because they do have a nice patio out there. But when I went out there, there's a reefer truck running. So there's all these refrigeration units that keep kicking on and off. So I'm like, that's not going to work. So then I thought, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go up to the lobby because they have this really nice seating area. It looks real cozy at home kind of deal. I thought, well, I'll do that. So I went up there and people were constantly coming in and out. I'm like, I can't film this here either. So I gave in and just decided to come back to the hotel. So I wanted to give everybody an update because this is 1 week post-chemo. The chemotherapy is to knock my system down so that it will produce stem cells along with the drugs that I'm taking to help produce those stem cells so that hopefully on Monday we can start collecting them. As far as my visits have been great. I cannot say enough about the Cleveland Clinic. They are phenomenal. Everybody there is like super nice, and it's like when you walk in, it's like they know you know, like I've known them for a long time. So it's been really cool, and they treat me like a rock star, so that's cool too. Now I am doing really, really well today. There is no way that I could have made this post yesterday or even the day before. I have been super fatigued, just totally wiped out. But all of those things are normal, and that is what's supposed to happen, so that's good. But each day I get a little better, and my numbers keep falling, which that is also supposed to happen. So fortunately, even though those numbers keep going down, I have not had to have any blood or blood products. So that's a good sign too. They've been really, really impressed with that also. So this past Sunday, a lot of people were online wishing me a happy birthday, and I thank you all for doing that. It really meant a lot when I couldn't even get out of bed to, just get a little ding that says, hey, happy birthday. And, a lot of people were like, hey, I hope you're having fun. I hope you're doing something fantastic. And it just depends upon how you look at it. So, what did I do for my birthday? Well, this is something I've never done for my birthday before. I'm busy making stem cells. That's what I'm doing, or that's what I did for my birthday. So this is definitely a unique time, or a unique opportunity, a unique event for my birthday. So, but I'm grateful for that. God has definitely lined up all the right people. So, just shout out to all of those people that kept reminding me, hey, don't worry about the delay. God is at work. He is just lining up the right people. And that has been like the case, like from day one since I got up here. I've taken a lot of photos with people that had different parts or a different hand in my care. So, and they've been really good about it. It's really cool to share my story and tell them, that I'm Cleveland's first patient to have this done. And they look at my chart and they're like, you don't have cancer. I'm like, no, I don't. I have multiple sclerosis. So then when they start doing all these procedures, they're like, oh, why are you having this done? So, I get to share my story and tell them, what's going on with me and, share what God is doing in my life. So, I just wanted to get on here and thank you all for your continued prayers. I go for blood work every single day. They're really keeping an eye on everything. And then, depending upon what those results are, I come back. I might have to have some. I've had to have fluids every day, even though I feel like I'm drinking like I can't stop. I'm like, if I drink one more glass of water. But anyways, I've still had to have fluids, and that's okay too. So it gives me some downtime where I can just kind of chill out and relax. So I will sign off. I'm not going to keep everybody hanging on here. There's really not too much more that I know to share, except that I'll go for another appointment tomorrow. They'll check everything, and we'll go from there. At this point, my numbers are pretty low. So the big concern right now is staying away from an infection and not getting a fever. So I have to constantly check my temperature. That's a lot of fun. If I run a temperature or whatever, I have to call them, and that could hospitalize me. So I'm really trying to do everything I can to protect myself from that also. So I did finally get my taste back. That's been a hard thing too. All of my MS symptoms just really magnified, and they were crazy, horrible, the worst I've ever. It was like every MS symptom I had, it was that symptom times 20. And today, it's actually starting to come back to normal. Like there's a little bit of normalcy. I still have some issues that I'm dealing with, but with this much stress that I'm putting on my body, that's normal. My MS symptoms are going to flare up because my body is under stress right now. So I'm going to sign off, and you all have a great night. Keep praying and know that God is at work, and I'm excited to see what He's going to do. Talk to you soon.